Yeah, hey, welcome back. Had a little internet hiccup, so apologies for that. It was apparently a firmware update for my internet router. Caused everything to reboot, and that of course meant I lost internet connection, so apologies for that. We'll jump right back in and keep going, I guess. I was setting up a curve here, and then everything went completely blarg. Guess that's what happens from time to time. Definitely did not expect that to happen. But yeah, curve, concrete blocks, foundations, off we go. Actually a bad habit doing it this way. Should be doing it one at a time. Get them finished. And move on. Darn. Then put another one here. So I'm not entirely sure that one's going to cover. And one more here. Link. There we go. Gotta count out how many of the blueprints we can fit in there. Concentration runs deep, and get that one in place and this one in place. I think I may have inhaled a tiny little hair. It's tickling my throat. It's a bit annoying. There. Is it gonna be tight? Then it isn't a very sharp curve, so I suppose that's fine. And here. Blah blah blah. Darn. That should do it. Let's see. Can we get? Yeah, we should be able to. Alright, cool. Get rid of these. Get rid of that. And then I need my foundations on default. Thank you. Way. please squeeze that in there. There. Nice. That one's done, so just this one to go. It's not gonna be enough. Dang it. Let's see if we can cheat it here. A little bit too tight. There. And the half foundation. I'm not gonna get that in there, am I? I do not think so.
We're back.
Back.
Oh. Just loading in.
If we can.
Some noms.
Ooh, the gnomes.
Damages.
Yeah. Got to have the gnomes. Without the gnomes, the hero does not work.
Brain.
Yes. That's not good in this day and age. Yeah, apologies for the temporary dropout. I will have firm and strong words with my ISP tomorrow. How dare they send in a firmware update while I'm gaming and streaming? How rude. Indeed. It must have been pretty important for them to push out an unannounced firmware update.
I wouldn't be surprised if 3 patches on good.
Yeah. I think I might have inhaled one of Snow White's fine small hairs.
Oh, you're going to be coughing up today.
Yes, I am.
Oh.
So super fun. I mean, she was pretty adamant about close contact today, so I might have.
Oh, another thing after staying whilst you're listening, you really need to work on your culling distance. This whole, there's a Mercer sphere out there, but I know I've already collected, yet it's still showing.
Yeah.
And when I get closer, it will disappear. Boom. There we go, just disappeared. That's not good.
No. Makes it a little unreliable.
Frustrating when we're out collecting stuff.
Yep. There. That would be
Let's see
the
what Charles doing.
top layer done. Right. Zoop. Materialis, materialis. Like, I'll repaint those afterwards.
Oh, you're doing that little curvy curve.
Yep. It right there. That one just refuses, so let's see if we can capture it from down here.
Yep, you got it.
There we go. Oh, it's
The oil refineries. Sorry, the oil refineries that we have. A foundry just all spawned in a row. They're really weird.
Looks kind of cool when they do it.
Our new technology coming back to the hub.
One thing about this is once we need to start moving down there, we can now plonk a train and manual drive it all the way.
Yeah, we can run the tubes down.
Yeah. I need one more here. And then we shall check on the world.
Oh, it's empty.
Container's empty. Sweet. We can hook it into the actual production line.
Yeah, the live supply up.
Yep. And now we don't have to carry all the aluminium products by hand anymore.
Oh.
Because they go up through Foundry. Oh, actually, I kind of want to go back to Foundry and have a quick look at the casing cache. Ooh. I get to cause a little chaos. Not that. I need this menu. And I need this guy. Yoink. You need to go there. Go. Off we go. You said you wanted to.
It's not a want.
Must.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. The aluminium train is on the way back. How did we get back on that again?
Sorry?
How did we get back on that again? Awesome saucepans. No, awesome saucepans.
It's just the same, but I say a lot.
There we go. Out of the way. For whatever reason, the game
I don't even remember where we originally heard that from.
No idea. No idea.
Oh, actually, no, yes I do. That was a
Nice.
Christo moment.
Oh, yeah, it was actually.
Yes.
Yes,
What?
it actually was. Wood. Wood. Wood.
Are we at the standstill?
Yeah, why is this truck stop? Oh, it's empty. Backlogged because of the aluminium sheeting. It's being ejected out at 480 a minute, which it absolutely should not be. That is my bad. Sheeting is here. That needs to be a Mark II belt. Let's see. No. think I calculated it for 240, which we can't do, so a 270, so a Mark III is gonna have to do. That is definitely my bad. Let's see, that would be the second one in. Right. Can't get up here. See, that's the reanimated Sam, so it's gonna be that belt, yes. So dot guy needs to be in Mark III instead. There. And we just need the truck to come pick up the next load. And we should be good. Check that everything is still running here. Looks good. That looks good. Quick tour. Here we are producing computers, currently a bit backlogged because of my choice of wrong belt speed. It is what it is. Sometimes you make mistakes, especially in big complex things like this. Here we've got crystal oscillators being made. Back down here. I believe we have circuit boards. Oh, yeah, circuit boards here. These are chronically backed up, kind of as they should be. So we are producing them in exact quantities, so every circuit board produced here is also spent here. And over here we have high-speed connectors, which are currently also backed up because the output line is full. So eventually it'll clear itself out. My bad. And a little bit more upstairs. Up here we have heavy modular frames being made, some screws and wire, and more wire, and more stuff going up, more stuff going up. And these are AI limiters. That's 20 AI limiters a minute. Back here we are making iron rods for the screws. Nicely stacked up. Here we have smart plating, automated wiring and motors. And out in the corners, modular engines. Up here. And the other corner has the other set of modular engines. And then back here we are in-house producing some additional rotors because the supply from home base just wasn't enough. As part of upgrade preparations, we've added this satellite factory that's producing modular frames. 34 a minute. Simply because we need to ramp up production of basically everything. So it is what it is. Back here we then have state of production for some of the other production lines in here, and versatile framework, just a single one for now, and adaptive control units right up here. Okay, Yeah, let's see. Probably can't do much about that backlog at the moment, other than just wait for the truck to come back and clear out some of this junk. So I think I'm gonna let's see, give me like then need this guy, go. Just gonna go do a quick check on home base, make sure I haven't clogged up anything there. Nice. I don't know why the game at times just plummets on frame rates. It's actually a bit annoying. That guy. Basically, I just want to go over here and make sure that I haven't completely clogged up everything back here too. That would be unfortunate. I do see the truck. Why is the truck still sitting here? There's nothing moving here. Shoot. Oh, okay. So things have clogged up back here somehow. What exactly is clogged up? Oh. We really forget to configure the sheeting? Or is it going to the wrong destination?
No. I know what's happening.
Sheeting is here.
Check the AI configuration.
Nope, the sheeting is not. Yeah.
No. When we had the power outage glitch, a lot of our AI splitters, smart splitters.
Yes, you are ready. Yep, you're absolutely right.
So I know it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but I would also check a few more of them down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna check all of them.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. I completely forgot. Which means...
I didn't even think to check main, to be honest.
Me either. I just went by the assumption, of course, they're still configured. Which is, assumption is the mother of all screw-ups.
Assumption makes an ass out of you and me.
Yes. That one we can't produce yet, though we can actually... should be able to configure it.
I'm checking west, okay?
Yeah.
It's fine. Okay, what should that be? That should be... Oh, we can't do that one yet, I don't think. Used.
Okay. Most of them seem to have remembered their settings.
Yeah. Okay, that one we can't do just yet. Yeah, it's like randomly the one, very random the ones that get reset.
Yeah. I know I set the supercomputer one, that was reset too. I have a few things they need to fix with the dedicated
one got reset as well. Jason.
Yeah, I figured. It's one of the most recent we've configured in them. Seems to be the case that it wipes the most recent ones for some reason. Don't know exactly why, but
Those are reset ticking the rest. Okay. Yeah.
it's not gonna go up there. Go. So here instead. Go.
Radio control units got wiped as well.
Dang it. Here. No, we should be moving again.
Okay, they're all the two that we're missing over here have been reset.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Do you want to do a forced save now that we've corrected this?
Nah. Overall, it should be fine. I mean, it'll run a save sometime very soon anyway, so. I'm sure it'll be fine. It will recover. Right. With junk moving again, there should be a good chance that we can eventually get Foundry to recover. It just takes a few trips back and forth, and then it'll line itself out.
Jump on when you're ready.
Yep. My way. The strangeness that happens in this game sometimes. Yes, I know it's full. To go.
With Ash, we're going to come up with this program to Coward. Do you want to go to Foundry?
Nope. Cowrie is fine. I mean, we've already seen Foundry has proven time and time again how adept it is at recovering, so I don't think we need to check it, if I'm honest. It's just a matter of the truck starting to clear up the truck stop, and it'll be good again. Yeah. Thank you, sir. And there was the autosave. Nice. Off we go to make some more curbs. Oh, actually, I should probably
That was good timing. Alley logo just came in.
Oh, sweet.
Right, you downgraded to flash fours at the moment.
Some walls on here. See how far we need to go. Actually. Yep. This.
Different. Well, that's about 700 products it's delivering right there.
Nice.
Oh, these the straight segments.
Yes.
You want me to do them whilst you go ahead and plan out the next bit?
Yeah, can do. Let me just, let's see, that's too far. So we are at 4 pieces, which means we need to move it by 2. here. Gone.
Oh, we had collisions or something.
Yeah, trucks. Trucks being stupid again. They'll
Ah,
recover.
deadlock, yeah.
Yeah, they'll recover.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the go slow.
Yeah, one of them went into snail
Sound the
pace.
build.
Yep. So freaking annoying, it's not even funny. But what can we do? The only thing we can do is tear them down and replace them with trains.
Quite literally.
There. I set a starter foundation for you.
Good.
Yep. Off I go then. Nope, I don't want to be spaceborne. You're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
These gone. I guess so. And we can replace all of this because we don't need this anymore. Right. I do need some light. Let's not customization. Let's see. These. Including that one. Is that all of them? That was all of them. Nice. Okay, cool.
If they didn't, then I'll make a start.
Let's see. This piece can go, and this piece can go. And I need to actually pull this quite a bit that way. So
if I take this loop out, it's going to halt the trains over and coming back.
it shouldn't. You should be good to clear the loop. The signals are up. They are placed, so they will more than likely assume that the loop is still there.
Well, last time I pulled the loop out up the top end there, it made a couple of the signals start flashing, which was saying it's like no particle or whatever it is again.
Yeah. It might end up.
They've got to go anyway, so.
It might complain. We'll have to, just.
Okay, only one of them so far.
Okay.
And the train doesn't run this way at the moment anyway, so.
No.
We should be good.
Right.
educated guessing, not assuming. You want the majority of this going down up to the curve, obviously, to be the road surface as well, yes?
Yes, sir. As much as possible, I'd like to try and keep the double-decker pretty much everywhere, because then at least we can use that as a main artery to get places.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure I can't use my electric one here, so I'm gonna switch to the other one. As I kind of want to go see what kind of obstacles we're facing over here. Memory serves, there shouldn't be a whole lot around this corner. Ooh. Yeah, memory served me wrong. Let's see. Maybe we aim for about that island. Ooh, there's a resource node on that. Oof.
Yeah, there's a deuterium node down there.
Yeah.
It's a pure one as well.
That's not the worst thing we can come across.
Cool.
And that is how the cookie crumbles. Right.
I mean, on the way down, we've got 2 pure iron, 1 pure copper, 1 pure limestone, a pure sulfur, and that deuterium, all on that coastline going down.
Nice. Yeah, it's a wee drop.
We also have a normal or an impure copper. One of the ones that I've not already tapped.
Nice.
Although that is a bit further away than the rest of them, to be fair.
Yeah.
Probably not viable to tap into it from there.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, so I'm kind of thinking, because we do have, so waterfall is right here, and there's a power tower right there.
Yep.
And there should be another power tower over here somewhere, if memory serves. So we should be able to pull or plug into that power tower, and then essentially go the other way down the cliff and run power towers alongside with the roadway down to here. Power towers will then be down on the ground, basically, which is fine, but at least then we have the power grid with us.
Yes, yeah, I agree. It's,
Okay, off we go.
I'd say it's definitely more important to have the grid with us than, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if excuse me, if push comes to shove, we can always tap into the power that the highway carries, and then re-establish the grid that way. But I would prefer if we don't.
The highway is technically grid.
Yes.
But yeah, it'd be better if we do it with the power towers, because then we're also extending the capacitors.
Yes. What is exactly my thinking. Right, so let's see, can we... Maybe? Yeah, you are supposed to...
Are you using anything that needs concrete at the moment?
Foundations?
You might be running a bit low in a minute.
Yeah. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. What is not the correct direction? I gonna have to freeform this again?
Probably.
I wouldn't be surprised if I'm honest.
I'll panic there and say, why the hell am I off? I'm not. I wasn't. Stealing on my concrete, you.
Hey! Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Carry on. You need to build that more than I need to build this, so it's all good.
Stop stealing my concrete. But. There are no buts. Yeah, that's gonna put us right on that island, which is not ideal. That is not ideal. Yeah, if I continue here, we're gonna land smack on top of that thing. Which means we can't tap it.
Or also, if you keep going that way, you're going to go straight over the void.
Yes.
So actually, we want to skirt a little to the either the right or the left a bit.
I think we're going to skirt to the right a bit and then curve over the void.
It's the void, yay!
I mean, I've seen people build the most insane, crazy things on this waterfall, so I'm relatively certain we can circumvent this island and effectively go out and do the turn over here. Without.
I didn't feel like being a derp like I was the last time I was over void and like running an explorer or something.
Yeah. Ah. You can place one.
Oh, that's all I needed to place. That's it. They're all done. I just got run cable now.
Wait 20 minutes, you can place another one?
Yeah, that's basically it.
I mean, we are pretty far up here.
But in the grand scheme of things, it's looking really good. So I'm going to pull from you to there. Oh, actually, I can probably underneath. Thinking about that. It's number 3. So you there.
It's not much of a difference in angle that I need to do here to get this to bypass it.
Oh, wait a minute.
Should probably use a longer distance. That was probably a little bit too far. Okay, fair enough. So let's see, that's this exact angle. So if I go, say, here instead, that gonna be too much, or try? Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna go here. Ticks. It's a huge difference. I wonder if this is just enough to skirt past that node.
How are you going around it?
How do you like them apples?
Yeah, that works.
And we just need to decide whether we want to try and ramp down. Why are all these foundations the wrong way? Game.
Not guilty.
Yeah, it's just the game that keeps turning my foundations the wrong way. That's not a foundation. Yeah, I'm gonna build a platform out of minor mark 1s. Apparently.
These are 4 wall segments apiece. These intersections. The straight. 5.
5.
Okay.
4 wide, 5 long. I love me some power right about now. I think I'm gonna cheat. Because I happen to know that there's a power tower right there. Can provide me a little bit of power here. So I can switch to this guy and get a better perspective on things here. There. These are gonna be freaking hardball. Let's go. Here. Nice. So this I like. Then let's see, do we want to do the same? Kinda don't want to. Let's see, we're gonna do these offset like we've done on some of the other ones. There, I think. Yeah. That one is our marker. Let's see this one. That's not the correct color. This one. This one. That. Get rid of this. Zzzt. I'm probably gonna need a little foundation down here so I can actually replicate the above. Like. And I'm probably gonna have to do the same thing over here. Nope. Don't turn my foundations game. It is verboten gewesen. That's not a customizer. This is a customizer. And this one. And the one with...
I'll just run all this way and it's not connected.
Oh, welcome to my world. Why do these always turn in the most annoying way? Coffee stain, you seriously need to get this fixed.
I wish you could orient lock it and then change the orientation via a key.
Yeah.
So like the hologram lock, to still then be able to effectively hologram lock it, but then be able to spin it still. Yeah, and also raise the height.
Yeah.
That's something that loads of people want is the nudge, the vertical nudge mode.
Yes. That would be lovely, thank you. There. What would be my garba?
That's what I didn't do.
I can't believe we've made it all the way to the freaking waterfall already.
Yeah, we're doing well.
I was half expecting us to take a week to get down here, if I'm honest. A couple more days.
Yeah, I was going to say, like we said before, when two of us are working on something or more, it just gets done so much quicker.
Yes. In all honesty, I've actually been dreading this project a bit. Because it's such a long distance. Yes, it is. It's such a long distance, and there's so much beautification to be done along the way. I mean, we still have a lot of untouched things on our to-do list back in our home biome. That also need a little bit of TLC here and there, so I'm kind of thinking at some point, once we've done this small little project, I'm probably going to try and sidetrack a little bit on maintenance days and get some of those things scratched off the to-do list. So we can, kind of rubber stamp some of them as actually, finished. That would be kind of nice. And I'm also, trying to avoid us being in perpetual beautification mode everywhere, and being in perpetual we're not moving anywhere in our progression, because we also don't want to do that.
It's a fine balancing act.
Yes, it is. It's like a ballet. Really. Didn't get this guy. So maybe Dar? Are you Blinky? You're not supposed to be Blinky.
Okay, my fifth wall will come to this foundation exactly.
So on that one?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. But this fine, we can work with that.
Animal perfectly.
And it wasn't even planned. I literally took this foundation as the, we're gonna do it here.
Collective luck playing its
Right. Let's see. That should be fine for those two curbs. Right. Yoink. 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 And yoink. We're skirting just above a little cliff here. Kinda cool. And here I have to be careful because I can't exactly remove that. So this is gonna be a little get in place. Gonna have to do this parts, I think. No, you are not supposed to go down there. You are supposed to go down. Thank you. Here again, the issue is that there is not enough space to put both of them in, which is kind of sucky. Shoot. So how do we solve that? Would I be able to use one of the ones a little further in? Look like it. Shoot. Oop. Just had it. There. Gotcha. Wonder if we can maybe do the same here. No. No such luck. We'll see if we can cheat it.
I think I've got a dodgy cable.
Yeah. Is it a dodgy geezer?
Dodgy geezer, isn't it, mate?
Yep. Let's see if we might be able to cheat it in there. There. Haha, I got it. Nice. Okay. Off we go. Next. Like, is this part. That was not the correct thing. Like, sitting here thinking, I'm just breezing ahead doing this, and then I'm thinking, first couple of times that I tried this, it took me an hour to do a single curve. And now I'm doing one in, what, 10 minutes? Freaking amazing what you learn, right?
Absolutely.
Wasn't supposed to be 3, that was supposed to be 2. Thank you very much. Here. Got rid of what, sorry?
Ghost blueprint.
Ah, yeah, those are freaking annoying. The reason for this gap is because I chose to do this outer curve a little wider. Then this gap in the middle happens. Just gotta patch it. Same gap is going to occur down here, so same procedure. Same procedure as last year, Miss Sophie. Same procedure as every year, James. That was just one. You are no good. Done, so we can get rid of these. These. Yoink. And the last one's on this side. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see about doing something about that concrete problem tomorrow. Because we're gonna keep...
Like I said, I could put a dimensional depot down at Steelworks, and rather than sink, well, it's sinking there, it will go straight into that.
Yeah.
Can we go do that?
We might want to put up a yeah, do like what I did at the other concrete thing at home base. Set up a steel or industrial container between the concrete output and
Buffer.
yeah.
Buffer container.
Yeah, and then put a smart splitter in front of that container to overflow into the sink. Maybe put 2 containers. I don't know. Might be an idea putting up a couple of containers so we have a slightly bigger buffer. Have to think of it. It's primarily concrete that we keep running out of. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, let's go do something about that. That's probably not a bad idea. I'll go double up that extra one at home base.
Righto.
It's only doing 120 at the minute. Dump a couple of shards in there and get it up to 240.
Yeah, I could shard a couple of the ones down at Steelworks, do the same.
Yeah.
If we don't mind ramping up on the grid draw for the time being.
Better than sitting here for 10 minutes waiting.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we can spare it at the moment, so don't see it as a huge problem. Yeah, I can definitely drive in a freight car. Has been buffering a bit. Okay, nice. Yeah, right. I'm going to be two of these. Yep, and then put the rest. There they are. I am blind. I cannot see. Let's see, that's gonna double up, so we're gonna do yoink. Then we end up getting, what, 80, I think. this.
Temp that up right so you don't know if it's potentially messy.
I couldn't care less. This is just to get us up and running again so we don't have to sit here for 10 minutes waiting.
Yeah.
It's not where you were supposed to go. You were supposed to go bar. Yep. You will be running dodge. Will be running dodge. Let's see, 15, 30, and 10, that's 40, so what? 80? So, Mark 2 is enough for that. Off you go. Okay. This bub down here is now doing about 80 concrete a minute. It's not a huge amount, but should get the job done. I've set up 2 industrial containers as a buffer. That should help. Why are you not connected? We're supposed to be connected. There we go. There. And just to help it along a little bit, I'm going to grab a standard container full of concrete and stuff it over there. Check on this quick. Yeah, that one's full, so we all like. Actually, I have another idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head over to Foundry. And fire up the 240 we can produce a minute over there.
Yeah.
Because we do have 3 refineries that are currently doing nothing. Pushing out 240, so I can set those up. I have a sink prepared, so I'll just siphon off and set up some buffer chests. Maybe split, I don't know, split it into 2 storage containers with 2 uploads. Hello there, Troy, and welcome. Thanks for stopping by. We're in the middle of trying to solve a little concrete drainage problem that we keep running into. We're building too much. basically. Yeah, let's see. As far as I remember, we should be able to pull concrete out of one of these, which means this one. That one should be copper, and that one should be concrete. Just a quick check here. Nobody saw that there wasn't a door there. Ooh, hehehe. That's a very good question. Let me, if you can hang on for like 5 minutes, let me set up this concrete quick. Then I'll jump back to the storage hub and go through it for you, so you can see the different parts of it. Then I'll explain how I put it together. All I need to do here is literally just make sure that I have the right belt for the concrete that we can produce here. That is this belt. It should be the one that exits on the third one. That is this one. Yes. Okay, good. So we are currently in the process of heavily extending our transportation network, and in so doing we keep massively draining our dimensional depot. We can only house 2,500 concrete up there, and 2,500 concrete disappear in like the split second when building this much. So we're just gonna do a quick rework of some of our things here. So I plonk down a smart splitter here, go concrete that way, overflow here. Then I can reattach that guy to this guy to that. Then I should be able to, let's see, we're gonna manhandle this a little bit, so let's, actually, why don't we just do that? That should be sufficient with 5 of these. A dimensional upload here, dimensional upload here, seeing as we have plenty of Mercers. Is that in line? Yeah. That's in line. That's not in line. Let's try this again, shall we? Enter. Yeah, that's in line. Actually, do these mothballs. Okay. Then we shall grab a splitter and a belt and a belt. Then we'll do a quick jump over here. Blink. Blink. Can do straight to that guy, straight to that guy. Right. There we go, that's it. And all I need to do is head over to the refineries and fire up the concrete makers. Essentially, we've got 3 refineries here running wet concrete. So we can produce, I believe it's 240 a minute when all 3 of them are running. So we're gonna redirect all 3 of those to our concrete upload. Yoink. And yoink. And yoink. There we go. All 3 of them running. So we should now have 2 additional depots unloading concrete. It should make a huge difference. Right. Okay. Yeah, we've put quite a few hours into building this place. 3 of us have been working here. Nix, our friend, went and built our pure ingot and wet concrete refinery setup here. I've built the majority of the foundry. AzureTai or Lee, who's with me right now, went and built our little satellite factory here for producing extra modular frames. And then, you know, we've been doing all sorts of stuff here. I have to admit, the foundry is a bit of a pride of mine, if I'm honest. It's the first real, primarily aesthetic factory I have ever built. We've got belts with materials coming up here. All of our ores are coming in through the ore grave here. Well, most of them, at least. These are then sent further on to the refineries out on the coast. More items coming up here. Back here we've got computer production. The backlog has been cleared. Over there we are producing what is it? Crystal oscillators. On the back side here we've got circuit boards and high-speed connectors being produced. Those circuit boards right here, they supply some of the other production lines in this facility to exact amounts, so we don't have any surplus of circuit boards here. These are high-speed connectors, 7 a minute, being produced and sent back to storage. And then we've got, let's see, we have, 5 trucks running that deliver materials to this place, as well as 2 trains from different factories. Up here we're producing 20 AI limiters a minute. This was built this way just for the dramatic effect of it sitting in a glass cage. There's absolutely no practical reason for building it this way. I just thought it would look cool. So that's why it ended up being like this. Back here are stators and versatile framework. Out on the corners here, we've got manufacturers sitting. 2 of the corners produce modular engines, and the 3rd one produces the adaptive control units. Back here, a little additional rotors being fabricated here because the 20 we're getting from home base are not enough. That's over to the modular frame setup. In the middle here, heavy modular frames, a whole bunch of wire, bunch of screws, and a little extra wire just because that entire side was not enough. Looks kind of crazy, but it turned out pretty cool. Then here we are doing the what are they called? Iron rods for making the screws. This in here is motors, automated wiring, and smart plating. Again, all of it was built for the specific purpose of, you know, having kind of a visual aesthetic to it. You can see on the conveyor belts what's coming down for the machine, product coming out when it's done producing. Just kind of wanted a different look to it. So, turned out pretty nice. Over here, this addition, the modular frames are being delivered on belt underneath the walkway in good quantities, as you can tell. And this again has 2 floors with machines set up specifically to be, you know, viewed, enjoyed. Let's see, I think the down's here. Here's the other floor. Again, nice and spread out so you can properly see everything that's happening here. Follow the production lines. We do have a bit of service flooring in both of these, where all the belt spaghetti is hidden. I have to say, service floors, they definitely make a difference. Because, I mean, this one is empty, but let's see, service level, so that's on this. We're going up. Yes. The service floors on this build over here are quite a bit more messy than over there. I'll do a quick show and tell so you can see. So this is the service floor, or logistics floor, as some call it. This is where all of the up and down stuff is cross-connected and being divided up to where it needs to go. And it is just a huge mess of belts everywhere. But without this, it wouldn't quite be possible to do the aesthetic build that I've done. So it can be a bit of a nightmare sometimes trying to figure out what's what here. So I've had to put up signs everywhere to tell myself, oh, that line's doing this line is doing that. Yeah, there's a bit of clipping. Shh, you didn't see that. Definitely didn't see that. But yeah, it's a mess. But sometimes you gotta get a little messy to get things working. So this is the upper logistics floor. This floor essentially runs service for both the first level and the second level, with items going both up and down. I have a little hidden lift shaft here with 7 conveyor lifts in it that goes down to the lower logistics floor. And then you can go down there and have a look. This is the lower floor where we're looking at the concrete, which is running in nicely now. There we go, 240. That should be going straight down to those 2 containers. Which it is. There we go. So now we should have slightly faster concrete upload. Nice. The bottom floor is, or the ground floor, is the worst of them. This is basically where all of the where all these items effectively come into the building, more or less, gets cached up and then distributed to the rest of this facility depending on where they need to go. We've got 5 truck stations with trucks coming in delivering materials. These 2 truck stops at the very beginning, they actually pick up items, so items that have been produced here, as well as overflow/surplus items. They get picked up here and then brought over to our storage hub, which is over there in the distance. So that's the job of these two trucks. All this junk going out. And then the remaining 5, they deliver materials to be processed into other materials. So cable and quick wire and whatnot coming in. This one's just coming in now. So there we go. And here's the stuff that's up from Steelworks, where Lee is currently working. Yeah, it took a bit of brain breaking to get this place properly up to specs. Ground floor, that's right here, and this in here is the ultimate chaos, or rather organized chaos. So in here, I think, if memory serves, we have some 30-something items of different kinds going through this facility. We have a train with essentially 4 cars. We're only using 3 of them, but we essentially have 4 cars. The facility is able to handle 4 cars. Each car is then set up to deliver certain items, and those items then get sorted into a sorting cache. That sorting cache is then merged into a supply cache, and the supply cache then keeps the facility running between deliveries. Overall, this place can run for about half an hour without receiving another delivery. By that time, all of the caches are basically empty. But getting all of this merged up, set up and configured to handle all of the items coming in, being merged together from multiple different sources. As an example, we have 3 different deliveries of steel pipes. So there are 3 individual sorting setups for steel pipes, and then all 3 of them are merged together into a single supply cache. Rinse and repeat for pretty much every other item in this place. Steel beams and encased industrial beams are delivered from 2 different locations, cached up and then merged together. On top of that, we've got surplus, so the amount of items that are not being consumed here, they get merged and sent back to our storage, so we can keep building things. That's what these 2 truck stops are doing. So this is all of the surplus coming in. Kind of crazy, but it works. We did a quick math count up of item capacity, just for the fun. And this place can handle about 10,500 items a minute going in and out at the same time. It's quite an impressive amount, considering that we're only running Mark IV belts everywhere. But yeah, it works. At least for now. Let's see. If we can get ourselves back to storage. Off we go. And the trucks are playing the snail game again. I love when they do that. But yeah, train transportation is by far the fastest. Granted, in a road vehicle, you can off-road, go in a straight line more or less most of the time, but then you run into other obstacles. It doesn't run as fast, so if I can get away with it, I'll plonk down a locomotive and use that much faster. Plus, you can, you know, set it up to get going and then forget about it. Fire and forget. Get home. Jump on the train, auto-navigate to a particular station, and then oh, I need a nature call, or I need refreshments. Leave it running, and when you get back, you're at your destination. Can't do that in a road vehicle, unfortunately. Random sword for junking. Let's get some of this cleaned up while I'm here. Like all of this junk I don't need. Yeah. Cool. Right, so back at storage. Storage. We do have all of our individual storage slots upgraded with depot uploads, every single one of them. So technically speaking, we can manage and handle 40 items in here. All of them are uploaded to the dimensional depot. Plus a few extra that we've kind of hardwired into this thing. So things like power shards, for example, we can drop them in here, and they get cached and re-uploaded as needed. Excuse my voice, but yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes here that you don't see. And this is some of the chaos. Let's see, there's not a whole lot going on this side. Let's go on the other side. There's a little more. There we go. I love seeing stuff going through this place. Excuse me. Let's see if I can do something about this. I think I have a small hair in my throat. Oh. Just can't get rid of it. Annoying. Oh, actually, I wanted to check up on the truck stop over here. I wanted to see how clogged it still is. It is still a bit. See, are you carrying shit back? You just stop there for a minute, thank you. might be able to open the trunk. Trunk is empty. Nice. Okay, cool. So it looks like it has, for the most part, cleared the backlog, which is kind of awesome. Oh, that actually technically means that should be relatively full on both casings and sheet by now. Go have a quick look. Aluminum? Aluminum. Do. Like, yep. Aluminum sheeting is completely filled. And casings completely filled. Nice. It's gonna make it that much easier to go to Mark 5 belts.
Yeah, now we've got a proper supply here.
Oh yeah. Freaking awesome work you put into Cowie. I'm kind of hoping Nix is gonna get a good laugh out of that.
Hopefully
Did you get the concrete shear working?
yeah.
No, actually, I can go load up that in the blueprint. Majiggy. Do you believe we still have it in here somewhere? Yes. Let's take a...
Got a bit of concrete going in there.
Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit, maybe.
And then I've got it super sped up going in there as well when we're ready for it.
It's not gonna make that much of a difference. Depot can only upload with at 240. So as long as you can supply 240 a minute, it's gonna be sufficient. Because it is speed capped at 240. If you want to increase the speed, we need to parallel upload them.
Bit like this.
Yes. That's what I did up at Foundry.
Yeah. That's it. Concrete out on both.
It's very speedy. Speedy Gonzalez.
Mark 4's going into both of them. You say 240 actually.
Yeah. Mark 3 is sufficient.
Mark 3, yeah.
Yeah. That's 270.
You?
I mean, if you've got the containers, then the Mark III is more than sufficient, because that's already above the cap of the depot.
Yeah, I've got it basically. Probably won't ever buffer into that because it's all, once these are filled, it will then just go straight to sink. But
Yeah.
if sink ever gets clogged,
Well,
then it will buffer into those.
sink cannot get clogged. You should put the overflow before those containers. So let it run until those containers are full. Then when the containers are full, the overflow goes to the sink. So that means put the overflow handling before the containers. Yeah.
I'm just thinking how I want to do this.
Yeah. Oh, right. Sorry.
Right, this belt clipping's going to happen, so whatevs.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't particularly focused on clipping or non-clipping when I put it up at Foundry. It was just to get it up and running as quick as possible.
Yeah, that's it.
Because
That's what I'm thinking.
at the end of the day, it's temporary.
Ain't gonna work either.
I'll be right back.
You run into that.
And back again.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, it's still there. I can't get rid of it. So annoying.
I want to complain about.
Lots of junk coming in. Lovely. Lovely. Check up on this quick. See how we're doing. Yep, looking good. Pumping out tons of concrete here. Why are you getting that much? You're not supposed to be getting that much. Oh well. Okay, whatever. Okie dokie. No. We've been... Oh, yeah, of course I have. I forgot that, we had a little mishap on, the stream earlier. Pops up and says, "You've been playing for 2 hours." Should be a bit more than 2 hours, but okay.
Okay, buffer cache is filling. And then it will double upload.
Yeah.
Once ready.
Yeah, you've got storage plus 1 additional at home base, and you have 2 more over at Foundry, plus the 2 you just added there. That's 6 total.
Yeah, we should get concrete flying.
Yeah, pretty much.
Again, it's wiped the Nelson hardware checks. It's wiped all the machine.
Oh crap. It's so annoying.
I've got a good
Oh, I was doing curves, yes. Freaking can't remember my own name sometimes.
Back to it. So did...
What?
No, it's all right, Schmega, and our new station that I completely am dabbing the name up right now.
Cowie?
Howie, that's it. Thank you. We're just at the same location.
Yeah. It's bound to happen sooner or later.
Yeah, it's all good. They did what they were meant to. Words.
All aboard. Welcome back. There, we got our concrete situation fixed in the meantime. Yeah, so I'm just gonna mute for a minute. Not on stream, but don't want to drown out Lee's stream completely with talk about storage. So storage hub, how would one go about setting one up? There are a couple of things that you kind of need to make some decisions on to begin with. Most importantly is what to put in it. And for that, you kind of have to at least to some extent decide for yourself. There are certain things that are needed for basically everything that you can build in the game. Some of them you're going to use more than others. Concrete is kind of a given because you use concrete for pretty much everything. But as you get further and further into the game, there are going to be more and more items that you need access to in some quantity. When I designed the very first iteration of my storage hub, I literally took the entire game apart and built a list of all the unique items needed to build everything in the game. In the current setup, technically speaking, there are 41 items in total that are used to build things. However, as an example, is it transport? I think transport. Yes. As an example, The jelly landing pad needs biomass, but you don't exactly have to, store biomass in your storage hub, because the chances of you actually needing it is very low, because how many landing pads are you going to build? So that's one of the items that I've removed from the list, so to speak. There are a couple of other things that you do need to build stuff. A good example is the awesome shop, which requires screws, but it is essentially the only thing you can build that requires screws. Everything else doesn't. So from that perspective, I don't really see it as a necessity to store screws in the storage hub just for that one building. So part of what I've done in my design is I've added kind of a little extra storage slot strictly for screws, because every now and again you're going to need them, as some of the equipment and stuff needs screws as well. So grab some rods and make some screws, and whatever surplus is left, dump them in there. Another thing that this storage hub has is the ability to let us literally dump our inventory, random junk for sorting. Dump all this junk in here, and it will then get sorted and recycled back into storage if there's room. The important distinction here is, of course, if there's room. That means every single one of these storage slots consist of a standard container and an industrial. So this is not really possible until you've unlocked steel. But this is solely for, having good, decent quantities available of each item throughout gameplay. So that's the reason for my choice for this amount of storage for each item. You can use whatever size you need. But every single one of these storage slots is hooked up to an overflow handler. So once these containers are filled, whatever extra comes in past that is then sent to a sink, producing sink points. That prevents all of the inbound belts from clogging up, which could end up clogging up the delivery sorting. Back here I have a setup consisting of 20 individual sorting mechanisms. So literally just a smart splitter, 2 of them. That way I can run 2 belts at the same time being sorted, allowing me to double up on the sorting speed essentially. That's then sent into a cache container, and then I'm running a single belt out of it for delivery. Here I have 20 belts matching the 20 storage slots on the west side, and the same thing on the other side. There are many different ways that you can set up your storage hub. There are many different approaches to how you want to do it. This is how I've chosen to build mine. And the next part of it is then essentially hooking all of it up so you can get stuff in here. Now, this is all the behind the scenes stuff. It can be a little chaotic, but essentially what I've done here is I've split up each side into 4 individual modules. Each module contains 5 storage slots, and they are arranged in a set of 3 inputs on the bottom and 2 inputs on the top. So the bottom ones are the odd numbered, and the top ones are the even numbered. That then lets me more easily keep track of what goes where. These are set up with a dedicated line in, which means this line can only contain, in this case, copper wire. That one can only contain copper sheet. Additionally, there is a sorting line running in here, which is this one. These splitters, smart splitters here, are the ones that filter stuff coming in for this particular slot. And this belt is what the random junk stuff ends up. It ends up sending those items onto this belt. There's an identical one down here, which is this belt right there. I think, no, sorry, this one. That's the smart splitter for it. This one is quick wire, and this one is AI limiters. So that, having those two random sort lines is what enables the whole random junk sort of sorting. This facility has 5 of these. There are 4 industrial containers, 1 in each corner of the building. Additionally, up front, there is a truck stop, so if we come in with a vehicle full of junk, we can just unload it here, and it will then go down in the sorting handling and be delivered to each of the individual modules that handle these particular items. The way I've done that is, and this is the really chaotic part of it, I've set up programmable splitters to handle splitting incoming items essentially in east and west. So 20 items to east and 20 items to west. And then the third output of the programmable splitter is anything that doesn't go east or west. Anything that goes to the west side then ends up in the 5 caches over here, 1 for each of the inputs, which is then merged together and sent out on this line, again with 2 belts. And over here I then further split them down into one of the 4 modules, so either this module, the one above it, this module here, or the one above it, depending which item goes where. It can be pretty complicated getting things like this working, but it is well worth the effort trying to solve it. It is complex. It takes time to figure it out, but once you have figured it out, this thing is an absolute godsend. The amount of time that we have saved having this place, I can't even describe how much time we've saved just having the ability to walk in the container, grab whatever we need, on we go, without a second thought. And that's essentially what we've done throughout this entire playthrough. The first version that we built relatively early on in the series did not have these uploaders. They were new in release. I didn't know they existed, so I didn't incorporate them in the design. But a couple of weeks ago we tore down the old storage hub and then completely rebuilt it to what this is now. And yes, we do actually have 40 depot uploaders in here. It's not just for show. There are really 40 of them in here. That's a lot of Mercer spheres. But overall, setting up a storage hub, it depends on how you want things to work. Most of it is either a choice of, do you want to run dedicated lines in and then do some sort of sorting on the outside, or do you want to run things through some kind of internal sorting mechanism? On this one, I have both. So when we receive items from some production facility somewhere, it runs into this sorting bus, which then sorts the items onto specific dedicated belts that go straight to the storage slot for that item. That part is relatively straightforward. The blueprint for this sorting line is relatively straightforward. It's easy to set up. I have, of course, blueprinted it because it just makes it easier for us to build them. But essentially, this is the module. It consists of 2 regular smart splitters, so that really just implies that you have AI limiters. On this setup, there's no connection between these 2. That's pretty important. This setup lets us run 2 belts of junk into it. And then you literally go in here. Sometimes the blueprints get derped. I don't know why. When I made them, I pre-configured them to any undefined, but it just doesn't always respect that. So let's say you want iron plates here, for example. Then you set up these to be opposing iron plate like this. And whenever one of them encounters an iron plate, this one is going to kick it left into the container. That one's going to kick it right up on the conveyor lift into the container. So this lets you sort the items at essentially double belt speed. So Mark IV, that's for 480 items. Another Mark IV, 480 items. That's 960 items a minute. And you can sort them at that speed. When you then run it into your actual storage, you can then run a single belt from here. And the cache that this container provides will then handle, in essence, the bottleneck difference between the speed at which you're sorting items and the speed at which your storage hub can accept items. This entire facility is built on Mark IV, so each of these dedicated lines is a Mark IV belt. Those caches run Mark IV. The input bus is 2 belts of Mark IV. They go, see items coming in here right now. They are coming in from this truck stop right here. So this belt, double belt, double belt, double belt, up to the conveyor lifts right here. And then up and onto the sorting bus. And this has just been repeated 20 times, or well, actually 21 times, because we're also sorting out reanimated SAM. But yeah, 20 times, that's it. And then literally it's just running the belts over to the storage containers with an overflow smart splitter set onto it. That's it. There's nothing super complicated about that. The complicated part becomes starts showing its ugly face when you want to attach something like the random junk sorting that I've got on mine. Assuming this is your actual storage hub container, then all you really do is just set this up with whatever item. We set this up for iron plates, so that would be iron plate, and you run an overflow and you build a sink. That's not the right menu. Then you plunk the sink down and take the overflow to a sink. That's it. It's nothing super complicated if you run dedicated lines like this into your storage hub. The complicated bit is literally just this setup, and it is relatively straightforward to build. two AIs, two smart splitters, one on either side. That lets you run two belts in. You can take those from a truck station. You can take them from a freight platform. Both of them have two outputs, so you can run those up at two belts and then get them sorted that way, so you don't end up clogging up your intake of items, basically. Every time the truck comes in, it dumps off, I think it's on average somewhere between 450 and 500, somewhere between 450, 550 items a minute is essentially the rate. As long as I don't go past the 960, that is the maximum based on the speed of this belt plus the speed of this belt. There won't be a clog anywhere in this setup at all, because these will literally be sorted at 2 times the belt speed here, because you have 2 belts. So this is the real foundation for the storage hub itself. The nice feature is definitely having the option to do the random drop off. Get rid of everything, just dump your inventory in that box and let the facility take care of sorting everything, instead of you having to do it manually. It is such a nice thing to have, but yes, it does become a little complicated. I'll do a demo here. We're kind of keeping it close to the closest friends only, sorry. What I can do is I can actually, if I go over here, I loaded up one of those modules from the storage hub, the blueprint designer over here, so it doesn't have any of the trimming. This is literally just the tech behind it. As you can see, depot uploader, storage container, and the actual container. So this is one of the lower modules. There's a left and a right module, and the flooring for this is about halfway through that container. That's where the flooring is on the containers in there. These are all preset with signs, so we can easily change them. This back here looks super complicated, but it is actually not all that complicated compared to what it looks like. This right here is one of the dedicated inputs. It is a merger. We will get back to that. So imagine for a minute that we're pushing this specific item in here from the sorting bus as an example. This could also be the direct output from a production line. It really doesn't matter where it comes from. Through the merger, exits here, goes into a smart splitter. Now this smart splitter is literally pre-configured to accept any item, and whatever, if the output becomes filled, then it should overflow to the left side. Now on the left side of it, there is a conveyor lift, and this is strictly for compression purposes, compactness. The overflow then goes into this merger, which has a belt running out right here, and that belt is literally the sink output. Now the random input, that would be this one up here. So as you can see, random input slots 2 and 4. So this would be where you end up having whatever items you have configured for slots 2 and slot 4. That runs into a smart splitter, again, relatively straightforward. It's pre-configured with any undefined to continue on the center. The item configured in this slot would then be configured on the left, right here. That goes into a conveyor lift, which goes into the merger that we started with. So that sorts the item to that slot, but if the slot is full, then it gets ejected out to a sink. That's it. That's all there is to it. What I can do is I can see about snagging a copy of these modules. I have them blueprinted. That's not the blueprint button. So let's see, logistics right here. These are the full lower right, the full lower left, the full upper right, and the full upper left. These include all of the depot uploads. So these are the 4 modules. They are repeated twice. Ooh, okay. A little bit of an issue. Sorry about that. I was rambling. I was rambling on about storage hubs and such. What's up?
Yeah, I could see. So, I've done all of this all the way down. I've just removed 2 foundations down there. This will not reconnect now. Derp. I just need to run the power back to it. 2 seconds and I will show you. I did not notice this until I got down below. So basically, this curve we've got here,
Yeah.
we need to redo, because it is causing this. That little gap. And there is nothing I can do to get this to align properly. And by the time you get all the way down there, you're near enough half a foundation off. These are all connected perfectly.
Yeah, but then
what I might have to do is tear this up and build it from that end backwards.
I think you removed the foundation too many.
I have done. I started exactly where I should have done.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me finish this up quick.
Yeah,
and
you
I'll
finish what you're doing. I just wanted to sort of like point this out. I mean, in the meantime, what I can do is, like I said, I can tear all of this.
Yeah.
And build it from this end backwards up to the very last one, and then we can see
if we can salvage that curve.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
don't remove any of the foundations down there, because I'm not done with that.
See, that's literally that's where I got to, and I'm like, well, hang on, something's off there.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Go back a little bit. Yeah, let me see where you are compared to the curve. How many foundations are there from the blueprinted one over to the marker ones?
2, 3, 4, 10.
Okay. Yeah. We're gonna have to correct it from this end then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, I'll crack on with that, and then you just come join when you're when you're all done and finished. And
Yeah,
good
I
to go.
just didn't want to drown your stream out completely with talk about Storage Hub. I shall be back shortly. Right. So back to this. I do have these blueprints. The other ones I've got, I'll clear this quick. The other ones I have made are essentially the same, except that they are built. I think, let's see, left. They are built essentially for the for construction, more or less right when you've got steel unlocked. These, of course, don't have the dimensional uploads because, you know, that's kind of a high-tech thing. So these are pre-configured with Mark III belts, which are the steel belts. But other than that, it's completely identical. There's no difference between them. Upgrading this to higher speed belts later on is also relatively easy because you can very easily get at pretty much every aspect of it. Even from down here, you can reach all of these and upgrade them. So you don't even need to be able to get up there, but these do form a nice little ladder that you can use and then jump onto the smart splitter here and then upgrade from here if you need to. I would advise one thing, and that is don't upgrade these past Mark IV belts. Simply because if you're moving that many items per minute into your storage facility, then you're going to end up with a clogging problem. Because at the end of the day, you can't exactly have 20 sinks, one for each, 5 sinks, one for each line out. So what I've done is I've grouped them in the pairs of 3 at the bottom, and another 2 up here on that one. So regardless how you look at this, you're going to end up with at the low end 2 belts being merged into one. That's a bottleneck. On the bottom here, you're going to merge 3 belts into a single belt. So it would be beneficial if you stick with Mark IV as your maximum. That way you can eventually upgrade the sync belts, as in this belt, this belt, this belt, and then again that one, and where's the other one? That one. So this output belt up here. Those you would then upgrade to Mark V, and when you've got it unlocked to Mark VI, and then run them straight to a sync. That way you can get rid of the items relatively quick, even when you're merging, say, 3 Mark IV belts together. You're still going to end up with a lot of items per minute. With a Mark VI belt, I believe you might be able to handle actually I can't remember the belt speed of a Mark VI, but 3 Mark IV belts, that's 1440 items a minute that you would then need to be able to handle, basically. But these modules are essentially built to be, you know, pasted into roughly the setup that I have here. The smart splitter and merger here that stick out from the side, they go in the center of the storage hub. So the left will have it on one side and the right will have it on the opposite side. Apart from that, the bottom and the top are basically the same, except inverted, as the The top ones are inverted versions of the bottom ones, so those modules literally just go click, 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 done. And then all you have to do is essentially just decide where stuff goes, hook it up to these dedicated inputs, and you're up and running, essentially. From there, you can then decide whether you want to use the random inputs for them or not. In our hub, I went and used the programmable splitter, which that's not the build menu, which does take heavy modular frames and computers and AI limiters, but they do have the benefit that you do have, I think it's 64 items that you can filter in the programmable splitter at maximum. So what I have done is I've set up my intake of random junk such that it goes literally in the middle, any undefined. On the left side, I've got I don't know, I can't remember if I did east or west, but one of the sides, and on the right side I've got the other side. And then I literally just configure all 20 items on one side and the other 20 items on the other side. Then I know that the only thing that will ever come out of this side is stuff that goes to, say, west, for example, and the stuff that comes out on this side goes to the east. And then on each of those sides, again, another programmable splitter, which then divides it up into do I go top or bottom first, or do I go both of the bottom first and then to the tops? You can kind of decide that on your own, which order you want to do things in. I honestly can't remember the order that I did it in on this one, but I think I went bottom then top, and I might have done a 10 split, so north end top and bottom, south end top and bottom, split them up that way. It doesn't matter which order you split them in, but the whole idea is you take in some sort of junk here, you split one time 20 that way, 20 that way. When you then come out here, you then split the 20 into 10 one way, 10 another way, and then one more time you then split those 10 into the two fives, so 5 to the lower module and 5 to the upper module, and then you can in the modules set up a splitter that says these 3 items go to that line and these 2 items go to that line. That way, when you split them up that way, you always end up guaranteed that you only get the items that you actually expect to get there, because you're never going to get any items that are not already on your configured list. You just have to keep track of what you have configured in them, and what you have decided to put in each storage slot, basically. But this is probably one of the more complicated logistics tasks that you can challenge yourself to overcome, essentially. But it is well worth the effort of trying. Absolutely it is. I can't describe just how amazing it is having the ability to I don't need this junk anymore. Okay, plonk, 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 done. And again here, this setup is running with a double belting everywhere. So that sorting container, I have 2 belts on. Those 2 belts go down to essentially a doubled up sorting mechanism like the one I just explained. programmable splitter that says these 20 items go to that side, these 20 items go to that side, and then divide them up further as I get further into where they need to go. This looks overly complicated and messy and whatnot. A lot of that has to do with the compactness of it and all of the extra features that we have here. But essentially, the middle output from the first 2020 split ends up in these 5 containers. So this is all the junk that doesn't go into the storage that then gets merged into a further sorting handler, which is literally sitting right here. These 2 programmable splitters are identically configured. There's no difference between them. Same list, but effectively what this does is it sorts out all of the creature remains, medicinal inhalers, the slugs, power shards, mercer spears, summers loops, novelists, leaves, wood, screws, mycelium, biomass. And the reason for that is because of the extra features that we've got. One of the features we have is that any leaves and wood that make it into the system, they get converted into biomass. That one is the leaf box. The wood box is right here. Again, with a single constructor, converting it into biomass and then sending it to storage. If we then at some point need extra solid biofuel, we can grab however many stacks of biomass we want, stuff it in a different container inside the storage hub, and that then sends that biomass to this container to be converted into solid biofuel. However, if we instead put the biomass in a different container, then it ends up in this storage container, along with all the mycelia that it has sorted out, and then runs it through an assembler to make fabric. And that's then sent back on the unsorted overflow stuff. The hog or creature remains end up in this setup loop setup here. These 4 constructors here convert them into alien protein, which is then sent back. On the other side over here, we have another 3 constructors, these 3, set up again in the same kind of loop. And this is to convert the 3 slugs into power shards. They are then sent up here, where they are cached, but also uploaded. So that way we can go through our dimensional upload here and literally grab a stack of power shards when we need them. Right? That's mine. When we're done, if there's room, we can upload them. If there's not enough room in the upload, when we get back home, we can grab them, stuff them in the random junk box, and it gets sorted and sent to this container right there. So we do have a few extra features in here, along with some of the other things. Dimensional depot for medicinal inhalers. We manually craft those and then just stuff them in the random sorting. That then gets cached and uploaded. On the other side over here, we are caching and uploading our mercer spheres, and the same with the summers loops. That way we can grab them out of here when we need them, instead of having them in storage. And likewise, we can also, because there's room for it, just drop them in here and upload them again when we find them. That one is not needed. So all of this takes space, and it's been a little bit of a pain in the butt trying to squeeze all that stuff in here, but I managed. But yeah, anyway, as I was trying to say, what I can do is I can zip up those blueprints for these storage modules and attach that, or see if I can post a link to it with the stream. Then anyone who's interested can go snag those blueprints and give it a spin. All of the belting, all of the sorting or handling of the items is pre-configured here. The only thing you have to do is literally just go up and configure the smart splitters in here for whatever item you want in whatever specific slot. And that's essentially it. I've put up signs here everywhere with instructions on what the different things are and where things come in. So it should be relatively straightforward to figure out what the different belts do. I primarily did this because in 6 months I can't remember what this is. Yeah, the joys of playing technical things. But yeah, I can definitely do that. It might be, you know, a way to figure out how to do some of this stuff. But yeah, I'll see if I can get those blueprints zipped up and I don't know, put them on a Dropbox or something, and then attach a link in the description. If that would be a help. That's about the best I can do at the moment. Well, I think I'm gonna go see if I can help out the other derp solve the mystery of the misaligned bridges. Boink. Let's go see. Boom. So, any hints as to what happened?
Because this coming back here, the original curve was
That you've... Yeah, you need to stop doing that curve. It has to be done very specifically, otherwise it won't fit in there.
This is dead straight down to the other curve down there.
Did you remove anything close to the curve down there?
No.
Okay.
I've placed the thing exactly where it's meant to be. But past those, what blocks are they? metal ones.
Yeah.
I've gone right up to the grit metal ones with the blueprint as I okayed with you earlier. But past the grit metal ones and the curve, I've not touched. I had to move the power tower.
Yeah. That was kind of a given. I just put it there
Yeah.
to get some power.
No, I got that, yeah. But past the markers, I've not touched.
Right. If memory serves, the grid foundations were included in the positioning of the blueprint.
Oh, no, actually I am off. I'm off by one, well, yeah, here I'm off. I should be butting right up against these.
Yes.
Why did that not do that? Oh, crap. Let me go lay this again. Because it's getting late and I'm getting tired, that's what it is.
Yeah. How about we call it for today and do this with a more fresh mind?
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah. I mean, it is rather late. 20 to 5 in the morning for me. So I think it might be an idea that we maybe do this after a little bit of sleep.
Yeah. Might be.
No, the other curve has to be done very specifically, otherwise we're not gonna get it into the right position again. And yes, we have to use the grid metal foundations as the origin point and move up towards Cowie when we set this up, so we can realign them, and then redo the curve from there. And get them into position for future reference. If things don't line up with the curves, then don't touch the curves. The curves essentially lock the rest of it into place. So if we start messing with the curves, then we're gonna have to redo all of it because we end up getting out of position.
Yeah, I was just trying to see if I could fix it. I didn't even. But then again, I didn't realise I was a freaking grid foundation off.
It's all good. It's all good. Don't worry. Just for future reference, let's once the curve is placed and we've got essentially the foundations curved in place, then they kind of form the locking of everything else, because everything else has been lined up to match with the curve as we built it. So if something is off, then something has been removed from the curve that shouldn't have been. Maybe I should have left the grid metal marker foundations, because those are the ones that we should be attaching the bridge modules to. Or if things are off by a foundation or two spacing wise in both ends, then it'll be one or two foundations away from the grid metal ones.
That might be what it was. What I might have done is I think probably what we had was two foundations like this on that side, and I've probably mistakenly started from these two foundations because none of them were changed to the.
Yeah, I think I'd completely without thought. I just painted them over with asphalt, not even thinking that, of course, the marker foundations are still needed. That's my bad. But yeah, I would suggest that we call it excellent progress for today, and then get some sleep and fix this up when we've both gotten a bit of sleep, because then we're not going around in the same stupidity loop because we're tired.
Yeah. It's going to be no good lining this up until it's deleted and rebuilt back.
Yeah.
Because it's a grid foundation off as well. So yeah.
Yeah. And just to remind ourselves, yoink. Let's see. Use that one. Bridge ahead. Must be constructed from other end. There. That should help us remember what we need to do.
Of note, having those extra uploads really helps.
Okay.
I'm able to place, bearing in mind, ignoring the fact that I've just torn a load of this down, so I've got a load of concrete in my inventory right now.
Yeah.
But prior to that, I was placing 3 to 4 bridge segments before it would run out.
Yeah.
Which is a lot better. And then the fill rate, it was literally, by the time I've gone down and connected the under wiring and come back up again, it's pretty much ready for me to go again.
Nice.
Yeah.
That does make a difference. Right. Well, let's there. Yoink. I see a dragon sneaking in.
Hey.
Hello, dragon. You just caught us at the very tail end of our stream.
I would. Surprise!
Yeah, I'm so tired. I'm about to fall off my chair.
It's like almost 3 o'clock this afternoon, so. Oh, quick, we're running the train.
Yeah, we're just heading home to call it a day.
Yeah, I kind of figured to get you guys at the end. Just surprised. I had a later meal than I normally do. Oh, check this place out, man. Hey, Distribution Highway. Yeah, that's right. To the right, folks.
Yoink.
That's the parking lot down there. Oh, you just put that to go for the run?
Far from home, right?
Yeah. If it works, do it.
I think I'm going to keep what I've got inventory-wise in my inventory.
Yeah, might as well.
For the time being. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to keep like the building supplies there, but the rest of it can go in.
We need a pool in there.
Yeah, pool would be cool.
You know, arcade with a pool table too. Oh, the dogs are in there. I can't wait to get to the little Christmas hats, man. Then the fun gets fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's got all the berries for them too. Oh yeah, those guys are happy.
Ooh.
Oh, you're expecting them to get the shit. Oh yeah, even happier. What the heck?
Do like
Let's get a farm going, folks.
cooling
Hell yeah.
system,
Yeah, hope you don't
reinforced iron
get.
plates, more circuit boards. Yay!
Oh, wait a
And
minute, they're getting
sand.
better stuff too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they tweaked it so you got a lot more
Goodies.
a lot more goodies and a lot more.
Oh yeah. Different varieties, more variety. That's good.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm surprised.
By the community that we seem to be lacking getting uranium waste.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. Is it, what was it that Sheridan said? I get rid of it right away.
Oh heck yeah.
Well, you can now delete.
You talk about plague? That's plague. I always said put it in a container.
Uranium ore, and you can also now through the hub delete or flush away uranium waste one canister at a time.
Yeah, but before you could use that in what was the way back in the day? There was they actually had a use for it, but there was also a box you could put it in so you didn't radiate yourself around it.
Yeah.
I think they took that out, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Why?
Well, now they've changed it so we can eventually develop the tech to recycle the nuclear waste and turn it back into fuel that doesn't produce any waste afterwards.
Yeah, the only problem is where do you store it until then?
That's the problem. Yes, and
That's why
I'm
why
kind of
get rid of the box.
No sense, right?
I'm kind of I'm itching to mess with the whole nuclear reactor setup stuff because it's fun stuff. But at the same time, I don't really want to start on the nuclear stuff until we've researched and unlocked all of the waste refinement aspects of it, so we don't have in essence those radioactive waste products to deal with.
A wasteland of nuclear radiation. That's right, folks. Your pit of glow in the dark for the rest of eternity.
Oh yeah.
I can spot you an eternity away. It's a long time, folks.
When they said it will help you see in the dark, they didn't actually mean they meant it will help to see you in the dark.
You in the dark. Yeah. The character's running around, you know. Look at me, I'm a nuclear light bulb.
Yeah.
You can see me in all spectrums. That's the part that caught me the first time when I said that.
Until you're around me too much and your eyes start to melt.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, if you get too close to me, yes, you'll become a puddle of nothing, and eventually you will evaporate. Such as radiation. At
Indeed.
high intensities.
You walk straight past this. Yeah, and then go to the toilet now, and you just put your waste material there, and then flush the toilet. Away it goes.
Waste material, man. You're burning it off so fast that it doesn't even come out.
Yeah.
There we go.
You couldn't find a black hole to cool you down. Into the black hole. What is nuclear?
Gurgly. Fix-it employee manual. Page 1. You are now a fix-it slave. Oh,
No, you're
shoot.
a fix-it robot. You do as we say.
Yes. We're not supposed to use the S word.
Not robot.
You're packed.
What the fuck happened to your helmet?
It got whacked. Oh, look at it. Yeah. It got bent. What the hell?
With the I had the golden helmet on earlier.
Yeah, we take a, well, I'll tell you what, guys, because I know... Wait a minute, so back to...
Which one was it? I forgot which one I had.
Oh, you guys got all these
Yeah,
screen
that
helmets,
one.
man.
It's yours for me now.
Oh, no. Now it looks better. Now it looks right. Now it looks right to us.
You know, look at my stream frame.
Oh, you want to look at the other stream? Okay, give me a second here.
It's glitching it, I think, with the. You take the gas mask off.
Okay, I'm watching your stream now. Oh yeah, it did. Yeah, it did the same thing we saw in your Sheridan.
I don't know about you, but he seems a bit big-headed.
Is that
Yeah,
what? Is that what
yeah,
we
you had to
call
lower the half
inflated
speed, yeah.
ego?
Apparently.
Oh my God, man, that's too much brain power, man.
Oh yeah.
It's on my screen. It's yellow, so my default color.
Yeah.
But to Sheridan, it looks gold.
Yeah.
That's a bug.
Well, actually, it is yellow, but it gives it, because of the shadows, it gives it a look like a. No, maybe it is gold. Yeah, it is. Or
I'm
bronze.
pretty sure that's a bug.
Yeah, that's got to be a bug.
Yeah.
Look at his eyeballs. What's over there? How do you do that? Oh, I'm a shapeshifter. I can even shape the shifting of my helmet and all my clothes. Anyhow, gentlemen, I see. I got you guys are almost up for here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say good night to you all here, and let you guys call up there to the folks out there. Hey, I hope you had a great time with these gentlemen. They are definitely the shenanigan people.
All the tech shenanigans.
Roger that. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to you in a bit. And,
Absolutely.
You folks out there, good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night.
Right.
Oh.
Okay. We're back, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Total chaos at the end. Exactly like it should be. For those that made it this far, thank you so much for hanging out and sticking with it to the end. And there will definitely be another one at some point in the future, near future, hopefully. So until then, have a freaking good day, and I'll catch you on the flip side.